So our next problem is on IC engine mechanism. So we are going to solve this problem by using relative velocity and relative acceleration method. So an IC engine mechanism is shown in figure, in which crank AB rotates at 600 rpm. The length of crank AB is 0.5 meter and connecting rod is 2 meter long. When the crank is turned 45 degree from inner dead center, so find first one, velocity of piston P, angular velocity of connecting rod BP, velocity of point D on the connecting rod, which is at a distance of 0.5 meter from B, acceleration of point D, and angular acceleration of connecting rod. So here the given figure is a IC engine mechanism. So in the figure we can see, so it consists of a slider P, so which slides along the straight line path or horizontal direction, and BP is the connecting rod, and on this connecting rod we have the another point D. We need to find the velocity and acceleration of this point D, and which is located at a distance 0.5 from point B, and AB acts as a crank, so it is rotating at a speed of 600 rpm, and let us assume it is rotating in a clockwise direction. So here IDC is nothing but inner dead center and ODC is nothing but outer dead center. So in EME you might have studied top dead center and bottom dead center. So when you are studying the 4-stroke and 2-stroke engines, so like that, these two are the extreme points. So here IDC represent the inner dead center. So this is extreme points, inner dead and the outer dead centers. So in order to draw always the first step is we need to draw the configuration diagram. So in order to draw the configuration diagram, we have to take the suitable scale. So in the given problem, the length of links are given in meter. So it is difficult to represent on a plain sheet or A4 sheet. Therefore, we are going to consider a suitable scale which is in centimeter. So I am going to consider 1 centimeter is equals to 0.25 meter. So therefore, the length of crank AB becomes 2 centimeter, and the length of this connecting rod PB becomes 8 centimeter, and the distance between BD becomes 2 centimeter. So after considering the required scale. Now let us see how to draw the configuration diagram. So in this, before drawing the configuration diagram, from the given problem, we know that point A is the fixed point. So let me draw the crank first from the fixed point. So the crank length is 2 centimeter. So therefore, angle is 45 degree. So this is 2 centimeter and 45 degree. So let me draw the reference line. So this is reference horizontal line. So angle is 60 degree. Sorry, 45 degree. Angle is 45 degree, and this is 2 centimeter. So this is point A, so which is fixed, and this is point B, that is another end of the crank. So next we have the slider P, and the length of this one connecting rod is 8 centimeter. Therefore, so by taking radius 8 centimeter from this point, cut an arc. So take the radius 8 centimeter by keeping at point B, or by taking point B as center, cut an arc. So this is nothing but a center point of a slider. So now we need to connect the point B and this point should be a continuous line. So like this we can draw the configuration diagram. So now if you want to, you can draw the circle. Circle is not required. If you want, you can draw a circle. So this circle represent the path of the motion of the pointer B, or one end of the link AB. Now we have to locate the uh, pointer D on the link PB. So for that, we know that it is given in the problem. The distance between BD is 2 centimeter. Therefore, I will mark a point on the line PB whose distance is whose distance is 2 centimeter from B. So this is nothing but a point D. So like this we can draw the configuration diagram. So let me draw the, since it is a sliding along the horizontal path, so we have to represent like this. And here the AB is rotating with respect to point A. So point A is a fixed one. So this is the configuration diagram. So next step is we have to draw the velocity vector or velocity diagram. So in order to draw the velocity diagram, first of all we have to understand how exactly the velocities are acting, especially in IC engine mechanism. So in case of IC engine, you can see the crank AB is rotating in a clockwise direction. So therefore, the velocity is tangent to it or perpendicular to the link AB. So therefore, so perpendicular to it, the velocity is perpendicular to it, a velocity is acting. This is nothing but velocity of B with respect to A. Therefore, VBA, velocity of B with respect to A. Because A is the fixed point. Since we are following the relative velocity method, we have to find the velocity of B relative to velocity of A, since A is the fixed point. So this is the first velocity. So next coming to the second link, PB, connecting rod. See for this link, so this is neither sliding nor rotating member. It is oscillating one, right? Therefore its velocity is tangent to it. Velocity is tangent to it or perpendicular to the link PB. So this velocity is velocity of P with respect to B or B with respect to P. Both are same. Both will give the same magnitude of velocity. So the last one, that is a slider. So this slider is sliding along the horizontal surface. Therefore its velocity is parallel to the direction of motion. So direction of motion is along the, or line of motion or line of action is along the horizontal direction. Therefore velocity is acts parallel to the direction of motion. This velocity is velocity of P with respect to A, or simply we can write it as Vp. This Vp is nothing but velocity of P with respect to A. Now to draw the velocity diagram, we need to know or we need to calculate velocity of any one link. So in the problem, the speed of a crank is given. The speed of crank AB is 600 rpm. Therefore using this linear speed, we can determine the angular velocity of a crank AB, that is W is equals to 2 pi n by 60. Using this formula easily we can determine the angular velocity of a crank AB. So now after substituting the value of NAB, omega AB becomes, or the angular velocity of AB becomes 62.83 radians per second. So using this angular velocity, we can easily determine the linear velocity because we know the relation V is equals to R omega. Using this relation, easily we can determine the linear velocity. So here R represent the length of the crank or radius. So by substituting the radius, that is 2 centimeter, radius is 2 centimeter or 0.5 meter, and omega AB is 62.83. Easily we can determine the velocity of link AB. So that is BA is 0.5, WABA or omega BA is 62.83. So after simplifying this, we got 31.415 meter per second. So using this value, it is not possible to draw the velocity diagram directly. Therefore we are going to assume or take the suitable scale. So let me consider a scale 1 centimeter is equals to 6 meter per second. Therefore VBA becomes 31.415 divided by 6. VBA becomes 5.23 centimeter. So if we know the velocity value of any one link, so easily we can draw the velocity diagram and we can determine the unknown velocities using velocity diagram. Now let us see how to draw the velocity diagram. So in this configuration diagram in the previous slide, so we have seen how exactly the velocities are acting, right? So here for the link AB or crank AB, the velocity is tangent to it. Velocity is tangent to it. So therefore for the link AB, so it is a tangent to it. Therefore So here for the link AB, so it is the velocity is tangent to it, and the direction of this velocity is the direction of rotation of the crank. So this velocity is nothing but velocity of B with respect to A. Velocity of B with respect to A. So next one for the connecting rod PB. So it is neither sliding nor rotating member. Therefore, it is perpendicular to it, or velocity is tangent to it. So this velocity is velocity of P with respect to B. Velocity of P with respect to B. So coming to the last element, that is a slider P, which is sliding along the horizontal plane. So therefore its velocity is parallel to the direction of motion. So this velocity is nothing but velocity of P with respect to A. Velocity of P with respect to A, or simply we can write it as Vp. So now, so here which is the fixed one? The point A is the fixed one. Therefore, first we have to locate the fixed point. First we have to locate the fixed point. So this is the fixed point, and let me call this one as A. Since A is the fixed point in the configuration diagram, so this is A. This is A. So now starting from this crank, so we have the velocity VBA. So parallel to this, draw a line, but the length of this line should be 5.23 centimeter, because so we have determined length of the BA velocity, that is 5.23 centimeter. So therefore parallel to this, from the point A, draw a line, because so here you can see velocity of a BA. So out of this BA, A is known from the velocity diagram. Therefore, from the point A parallel to this, draw a line. So its length should be 5.23. Its length should be 5.23, and this is the velocity of B with respect to A. So therefore, this another end point should be point B. This velocity represent velocity of B with respect to A. So representation of the first velocity or velocity of the crank is over. So coming to the connecting rod. So here out of this PB, velocity of PB, from the velocity diagram we know point B. Therefore from point B parallel to this, draw a line. Draw a line, but we don't know the magnitude and the direction. Therefore I will just extend the line. Just extend the line. I don't know the direction and the magnitude. Therefore, just I will represent. So this is velocity of P with respect to B. So second velocity is over. Coming to the third one, that is a slider. So out of this PA, because we know that this is velocity of P with respect to A. Out of this PA, A is known. Therefore, from point A parallel to this, draw a line. So wherever these two lines intersect, So wherever these two lines intersect, so that is nothing but, because here also we have velocity PB, this line, and velocity PA. So P is common, therefore this is nothing but P. Intersection point is nothing but P. So here we have to represent the direction. So direction of this line should be downward direction, because we are finding velocity of P with respect to B. Therefore direction should be downward. Next, for the line AP, since we are finding velocity of P with respect to A, therefore direction should be towards P. So everything is over, only thing is we have to locate the pointer D, and the distance between BD given is 0.5 meter. But in velocity diagram, how to represent this pointer D? So for that we have to use the relation. So that is nothing but, so here you can see this the BP by BD. BP by BD ratio is equals to, so here small BP by BD. So BP by BD is equals to small BP by BD. That ratio we can consider. Therefore, small BD can be determined. So we got the value 0.925 centimeter, that we have to locate. So it should be, this pointer D should be 0.925 centimeter from D. So this is nothing but D. So in the problem we need to find the velocity of this pointer, therefore we have to join this AD. So why we are joining AD? A is the fixed point. So always, in order to find the velocity of any unknown point, so take the reference of a fixed point. Since A is the fixed point, from the fixed point I am going to draw a line. So this line represent velocity of D with respect to A. This is nothing but velocity of D with respect to A. Direction should be towards D, since we are finding the velocity of D. Velocity of D with respect to A. So like this we can draw the velocity diagram or velocity vector. So this is the velocity diagram which we have drawn by considering the velocity of AB. So now to locate the pointer D on velocity diagram, so we have considered this relation, that is length of BP divided by length of BD on the configuration diagram should be equals to length of BP on velocity diagram divided by length of BD on velocity diagram. So in this relation I want length of BD, that is BD is equals to BP by BD into small bp. So by substituting the values of BP and BD, so I got BD value, BD is equals to 0.925 centimeter. So by considering this value, so I have marked the point D which is at a distance 0.925 centimeter from point B. So once we have drawn the this one velocity diagram, we need to determine the velocity of or angular velocity of BP and dA. So for that we need to measure the length of line BP, length of line BP. See, from the velocity diagram, measure the length of line BP. So I got a 3.7 centimeter, this line 3.7 centimeter. So we need to multiply the scale to obtain the velocity of BP. So scale we have considered 6 meter per second, therefore 3.7 into 6. So after simplifying this, we got 22.2 meter per second. This is the velocity of this line BP. So now by using this relation, that is V is equals to R into omega, we can determine the angular velocity of BP. So that is, so VBP is 22.2, whereas BP value is 2 centimeter. Now we need to find the omega BP. Therefore omega BP, after simplifying, we got 11.1 radians per second. So this is omega BP value. So next, so linear velocity of the link PA, linear velocity of a link PA, that is VPA is equals to, so I got the length of this line AP 4.4 centimeter, multiply the scale, therefore velocity of PA or VP becomes 26.4 meter per second. So here no need to find the angular velocity of this PA, it is not asked in the problem. So next, velocity of this pointer D with respect to A, that is nothing but linear velocity of this pointer D with respect to A. So I got length of this line, that is AD line 4.9, multiply the scale, therefore its velocity becomes 29.4. So like this we can determine the linear and the angular velocity of unknown links or unknown points. So next step is we have to draw the acceleration diagram. So before drawing the acceleration diagram, so let us understand how exactly the accelerations are acting at different links. So for the crank AB, since it is having uniform rotation with respect to or about the point A, therefore only radial acceleration is acting. Only radial acceleration is acting, and that acceleration is acting towards the center of rotation. A is the center of rotation, therefore radial acceleration is acting towards the center of rotation. So it is denoted by AR, that is A suffix R prefix BA, that is radial acceleration of B with respect to A. So tangential acceleration is 0 since it is rotating with uniform speed. So coming to the link PB, so this link PB is neither sliding nor rotating. Therefore, we will get two types of or two elements of acceleration. One is radial, another one is tangential acceleration. So for this, radial acceleration is acting towards the center of rotation. So I'm assuming it is oscillating with respect to point B. Therefore, direction should be towards point B. This is radial acceleration of P with respect to B. Next, tangential acceleration is exactly perpendicular to the link PB. Therefore, tangent to it or perpendicular to the link PB, another acceleration is acting, that is tangential acceleration of P with respect to B. So coming to the last link slider P. So for this slider, the radial acceleration value is 0, since we always consider a slider as a element with infinite radius. Okay, slider as element with infinite radius, therefore its radial acceleration is 0. So only it has got the tangential acceleration. So that is tangential acceleration of P with respect to A. So like this, the different elements of the accelerations are acting on different links. But in order to draw the acceleration diagram, so first we have assumed the crank AB is rotating at uniform speed, therefore its tangential acceleration is 0. And in order to find the tangential acceleration of link BP and the slider P, we are going to construct a table like this, so it becomes easy for us to uh, understand the velocity and acceleration of different links. So in the first row, name of the link, so AB, BP and slider P. So link length, that is radius, link AB is 0.5 meter, BP is 2 meter, and slider, it does not have any length. Next, velocity, we got 31.415 meter per second for AB and 22.5 for BP, and for slider we got 26.4. Next, so we have to calculate the radial acceleration of respective links. For the first link, that is AB crank, we got radial acceleration. So this is the formula, V square by R. V square by R gives the radial acceleration. So for the first link AB, I got 1973.840 radial acceleration meter per second square, and for the second link BP I got 246.42, and slider, which does not have the link length, therefore its radial acceleration becomes 0. So coming to the tangential acceleration, so we know that link AB is rotating with or rotating at uniform speed, therefore its tangential acceleration is 0. For link BP and slider, we have to find the tangential acceleration. So directly by using this value, so it is not possible to draw the acceleration diagram, therefore we have to consider the suitable scale. So this is acceleration diagram, not velocity diagram, acceleration diagram. To draw the acceleration diagram, we are considering a suitable scale, that is 1 centimeter is equals to 250 meter per second square. Therefore, lengths become, this one becomes 7.89 centimeter, and second, that is BP, becomes 0.98 centimeter. Now let us draw the acceleration diagram. So for that, again I will consider the same configuration diagram. So in this configuration diagram, for the link AB, so its acceleration is only radial acceleration and it is acting towards the center of rotation. So only one acceleration is acting, and this one is nothing but radial acceleration, and its direction is towards the center of rotation, like this. So this is nothing but radial acceleration of B with respect to A. Radial acceleration of B with respect to A. So coming to the link PB. So for this link we have two types of acceleration. One is radial acceleration, which is acting towards the center of rotation. Its direction is towards B. So this is radial acceleration of p with respect to b. Radial acceleration of p with respect to b. So another one is which is a tangent to it, that is nothing but tangential acceleration. Tangential acceleration of p with respect to b, which is a tangent to the link pb. So the last one is for the slider p, it's only tangential acceleration because it is nothing but a element with infinite radius. Therefore, its velocity acceleration is parallel to it. Acceleration is parallel to it, and this acceleration is tangential acceleration of p with respect to a. So now in order to draw the acceleration diagram, so first we have to mark the fixed point. So in the configuration diagram, a is the fixed point. Therefore, so first we have to mark the fixed point. A is the fixed point. A is the fixed point. So let us start with the radial acceleration. So radial acceleration of b with respect to a. So out of this a is known from the acceleration diagram. Therefore, from the point A parallel to this, draw a line. Parallel to this, draw a line. And length of this line is 7.89 centimeter. So length of this line is 7.89 centimeter. So this is nothing but a radial acceleration. Radial acceleration of b with respect to a, and this another point is b. B. So direction should be towards B. So this line represents the radial acceleration of B with respect to A. So the first one is over, that is radial acceleration of link AB is over. So coming to link PB, so first we have to always locate the radial acceleration. Since we have two acceleration, consider the first one. So out of this PB, so we know B from the acceleration diagram. Therefore, from the point B, parallel to this, draw a line. Parallel to this, draw a line. So this line represents the radial acceleration of p with respect to b, and the length of this line is 0.98 centimeter. 0.98 centimeter. So what is the name of this end point? So here we have to call this one as x because we have one more component to represent. So whenever there are two acceleration like this, radial and tangential acceleration, so always the naming of the first point should be x or y. This is x, and this velocity, this acceleration is radial acceleration of pb. Radial acceleration of pb. over. Next, we have tangential acceleration, but we don't know the magnitude of this. Therefore, uh, parallel to this point x, draw a line. We don't know the length of this line. Simply extend the line. Simply extend the line like this. So this is nothing but tangential acceleration of p with respect to b. Tangential acceleration of p with respect to b. So we don't know the direction and magnitude. So coming to the last link, that is a slider. So we have tangential acceleration of p with respect to a. So out of this pa, a is known from the acceleration diagram. Therefore, from the point a parallel to this, draw a line. I don't know the magnitude and direction of this line. Therefore, just extend this line till it reaches the PB line. So this intersection point is nothing but, since this line represent tangential acceleration of P with respect to A. So here we have PA and PB. P is common, therefore this intersection point is nothing but P. This intersection point is nothing but P. Now we have to represent the direction, since we are finding the velocity of acceleration of p with respect to b. So the direction of arrow should be upward. Direction of arrow should be upward. For the line AP, so since we are finding well, acceleration of p with respect to a, direction should be towards p, like this. So the last step is, we have to find the acceleration of the point D, which is located in between PB, right? Since we don't have any connection between the line PB or direct connection between PB, so first we have to connect these 2 points. So first connect the point PB. So in between this PB or BP, we have the pointer D, the pointer D. So the distance can be determined, BD distance can be determined by considering the same ratio. So follow the same procedure what we followed for acceleration diagram, velocity diagram. So therefore, the distance of BD we got 1.4 centimeter. 1.4 centimeter. So distance is 1.4 centimeter from B. So this is nothing but point D. This is nothing but point D. Okay, so now we have to find the acceleration of this point D, but here fixed point is A. So in order to find acceleration of D with respect to A, so we have to connect these 2 points. So we have to connect these 2 points. Therefore, so I am connecting these 2 points. So this is nothing but and here direction should be towards D. So this represent acceleration of d with respect to a. So this represent acceleration of d with respect to a. This yellow color line represent the acceleration of d with respect to a. So next, the acceleration of p with respect to b, that is total acceleration of p with respect to b. This line, pink line, represent the total acceleration of p with respect to b, and the direction should be upward direction or towards p. So like this we can draw the acceleration diagram. So we have drawn this acceleration diagram. So in order to locate this pointer d, so we have considered the ratio, that is the ratio of length of bp by bd on configuration diagram should be equals to length of line bp and bd on this acceleration diagram. So using this ratio, so we have determined the distance of bd, that is 1.4 centimeter. So next, from this acceleration diagram, so we have to determine or calculate the angular acceleration. So for that we have to measure the length of the line DA or AD. So from the acceleration diagram I got a length of this line AD 7 centimeter, multiply the scale. Therefore the acceleration becomes 1750 meter per second square, and we know the uh, relation, that is before that, first find the length of PB. The length of PB, length of line PB, I got 5.5 centimeter. So multiply the scale. Therefore, the acceleration of so this is not a tangential acceleration. This is total acceleration. This is not the tangential one. This is total acceleration, that is APB. So total acceleration of PB is 1375 meter per second square. So we know the relation, that is APB is equals to PB multiplied by the angular acceleration. This is not the tangential acceleration, total acceleration. So therefore total acceleration is 1375. PB, that is length of from the configuration diagram, length of this line PB is 2, multiply the angular acceleration. Therefore angular acceleration value we got 687.5 radians per second.